very good morning and selamat pagi everyone. You're joining us live here on Facebook Penang, Facebook and YouTube's page for Tekdong Penang for this morning's program, part 2 of Ahli Teknologi Muda AI 2021. So we'll be starting in a few more minutes. So in the meantime, you can grab some snacks and get comfortable. And I'll see you all in a few more minutes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. For those who have just joined us, we are currently live here on Tekdong Penang's Facebook channel as well as YouTube channel for part 2 of our program, Ahli Teknologi Muda AI, organized in collaboration with Mostly Sempena Minggu Sains Negara. Welcome back, everyone. How are you all feeling today? Are you all ready to learn some new stuff? Okay, before we begin, I want to once again say hi to my good friend Fatin. Hi, Fatin.
Hi. Hi everyone.
How are you this
Good
morning?
morning. Yeah, good. Not sleepy.
Okay, very good. So today we'll be continuing our second part of our program. All right, everyone. So before I continue, I just want to ask everyone, have you all actually heard of Tekdong Penang before? Pernah dengar tak? Or pernah datang tak Tekdong Penang? Yes? No? Everyone, have you heard of Tekdong Penang? Okay, don't worry. For those who haven't heard of Tekdong Penang, let me play you a short video, okay? Short video on what is actually Tekdong Penang. All right? Okay, Fatin, can you help play the video? So there's a short intro video for Tekdom Penang. We are actually located in Komta Penang. So you all know where's Komta, right? We are inside Komta. So as you can see, we are a science discovery center. Dia macam museum science. We have over 120 exhibits here in Tekdom Penang. So if you all are interested in science and technology, please do visit us. We are open every day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay? All right. Yeah, we also have workshops. We will be starting face-to-face workshop probably next month. So as you can see in the video, we got 3D printer, we got drone. So kalau minat, can drop us an email, then we will help arrange something for you all. Okay? Yeah, we're already open. We're already open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right. So kalau minat, please tolong drop by. Okay. So that's all the intro I have for today. Let's start with our lesson. Okay, everyone ready? Ready tak? Okay, Fatin, can you bring up my presentation? Okay, so today we'll be going into PictoBlox. Masih ingat tak apa itu PictoBlox? I got mentioned a bit right during the first part. Okay, if dah lupa tak apa. Okay, PictoBlox is actually the program that we'll be using to learn these AI things. Okay, it's a can say Scratch-based programming platform. Okay, so you all be learning Scratch through PictoBlox. Okay, so before we go into PictoBlox, right, I want to ask everyone: do you all know what is a program? What is a program? Anyone know or not? What is a program? Have you heard this term before? Program. TV program ke? Apa program ke? Okay, so in this context, right? In this context for programming, we are talking about how to say? We are talking about source code. So source code, right, is something like this. Is a set of instructions that a person give to a computer to follow to complete a task. So you're basically talking to the computer, telling the computer what to do. So let's say you program this computer to send email ke atau main game ke. So that is a program. Okay. So how does a computer actually handle this program? So of course, the computer will first receive the information, then they will scan through the information, then they tengok what do they need to do based on what the program asks them to do. All right. So this is a simple explanation of what the program is. All right. Okay. Next question I ask you all: what do you call someone who creates program? Anybody know? So let's say I hari ni buat program kan. So what do you call me? Anybody know tak? Anybody tahu tak? What do you call someone who creates program? Wah, pandai ya you all. Yes. We call them programmers. Okay, we call them programmers. Okay, so you see this person, right? This picture was actually taken maybe 60 to 70 years ago. This is the apa dia orang cakap, what image of what a programmer. That means what other people think when you say programmer. But this one is already outdated already lah. Programmer doesn't come in one size, one image one. Anybody can be a programmer now, okay? But this one is what people think when you say programmer like 60, 70 years ago. Okay? Okay, I give you all some examples of some famous programmer that you can find today. All right? Okay, you all tell me who this person is. Okay, first person. Sorry, I already put the name there. So this person is Mark Zuckerberg. So anybody know what does Mark Zuckerberg do or not? He's a programmer, okay. But what program did he create? Siapa tahu tak? Anybody know? Anybody heard of this guy before? Mark Zuckerberg. I see some people already mentioned Facebook Meta. Yeah, Meta is the newest name for Facebook. So this guy is the creator and CEO of Facebook. Dulu Facebook lah, sekarang Meta. Alright. So if you are live, you're watching us here on Facebook, you're using his program lah, Facebook. Alright. So he created Facebook. So he also panggil programmer. Sebab the Facebook kan, he's the one who create one. From start to finish lah, boleh cakap. Okay. So he is a programmer. And you know Facebook kan, actually he is very kaya raya tau. Kaya raya. People thought, wow, Facebook so simple program, but actually he already super kaya raya already. Okay, so next person. Okay, let me show you next person. This guy you all know or not? His uncle. Anybody heard of Bill Gates before? What program did Bill Gates create? Anybody know? What program did Bill Gates create? I think I saw some people say Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft. So most probably kan, if you're not using Apple Mac ke apa, you'll be using Microsoft. So Microsoft is created by Bill Gates. Not Apple lah, not Apple, Microsoft. So the computer you're using now is probably using Windows. So Windows is by Microsoft. So this Pachi also super kaya raya. At one point, he was the most kaya raya person in the world, the richest man in the world. Okay, but now he already boleh cakap retire lah. He tak kerja kat Microsoft anymore. He do more charity or kebajikan di. Alright. So now we have Windows 11, right? Windows 11 he tak sentuh anymore di. Alright. So this is Bill Gates. Okay, next person this is Larry Page. So probably some of you tak pernah dengar Larry this name Larry Page before. But you nampak tak in the background? What do you all see in the background? What do you all see in the background? Google, right? You all see Google, right? He is the creator of Google. He and his friend actually, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. He's the creator of Google. Google, you all tahu kan what is Google? So Google started out as a search engine. You know search engine when you type in, you tanya Google, apa ini, apa itu. So that is a search engine. So it started out from a search engine. Then after they got so much money, right, they created some other stuff, including what? YouTube. So for those who are joining us on YouTube, our YouTube channel live, you're using one of his program lah. So Larry Page is the creator of Google. Also kaya raya. Okay. Okay, last but not least, I want to show you one more person. Who is this? Makcik. This one probably you all don't know lah. This one already can masuk sejarah already. Anybody know or not? If you all know, then memang hebat. Everyone don't know. So far, I haven't seen the answer yet. Someone say mother of computer. No, I don't think she's the mother of computer. She didn't lahir computer lah. Not Mona Lisa, so not Mona Lisa. Bukan Mona Lisa, bukan Mona Lisa. Okay, this person, the nama is Ada Lovelace. So who is Ada Lovelace? Okay, she's actually kan the first computer programmer in the world. Okay. She's not the one who sell kuih tepi rumah, bukan. She is Ada Lovelace, considered the first computer programmer in the whole world. Okay. Can you guess what year was that or not? What year? She was alive, right? During time 1810, the 1800s. That was so long ago. Okay. So she's not the mother of computer, but she's the mother of computer programming. Okay. The mother of computer programming. So she was considered the first computer programmer in the world. Hebat kan? Not expected kan? Nampak macam ni. Okay, so this is a brief history of computer programming. All right. Just want to share with you all the brief history. This one just for your knowledge lah. So maybe in school kan, you can go show off to your friends. You can ask them, hey, you know or not, who is the first computer programmer? Then you can test them lah. So it's Ada Lovelace. Okay. Okay, so I show you all this image. What is the first thing you all think when you see this image? What's the first thing you all see this image? Oh, very good, y'all. Yeah. Usually when they see like that, people think what? Hacker, hacker. Oh, ini hacker, hacker. So I want to ask you all, what is actually a hacker? Hacker too good or bad? Y'all can tell me. When y'all say hacker, is it good or bad one? Is all hackers good? Is all hackers bad? What do hackers do actually? Anybody tahu tak? Oh, I see some, most of y'all say bad, mostly bad. Ada yang say both lah, both. It means good and bad. Can become good and bad. Susah kan? Okay, so let me explain to you what is hacker first. A hacker, right, is someone who, let's say, we give him a task. Tugas. The way he solve the task, right, is lain dengan orang kan. Okay, for example lah, the hacker kan, he see a door. Then when he want to open the door time, the door is locked. So what does he do? Usually, other person kan, we will get the kunci to open the door, right? So this is what normal people do. If they see a locked door, pintu yang terkunci, they guna kunci untuk buka. They will use a key to open. But hacker lain. Hacker, he'll think outside the box. He won't use a key. He probably will use cara lain lah. Macam maybe he use a credit card lah. He selit between the door. He put the credit card between the door and trying to unlock the door. Or he will bomb the door to open the door. So a hacker, right, he will use different method to solve his task one. Okay. So how he does that is of course using programming, using coding. Okay. So when I ask you all, is there a good hacker? Is there a bad hacker? Actually, the answer is both lah. There are some companies, right, that upah hacker tau. They hire hackers. They hire hacker to do what? One thing is to test their security. They'll ask the hacker, okay, hacker, can you try to access our system? But I won't give you anything. You just try to access. Access tengok. So this hacker, he'll think of how to access. I guna jalan belakang ke, I buat apa-apa lah. So then after that, he will report to the company. Hey, sir, your system tak begitu kuat lah. I can access from here, left, right, up, down, all. So you have to fix it lah. Then the hacker will teach him how to fix the lubang-lubang semua. Okay. So the bad hackers, right, is probably the one you're more familiar with kan. The one who hack into the bank, curi duit, yang tu semua. So maybe if you all play games, right, you all can see some people who use hacks or use some cheat engine. So these people is bad hacker lah. They guna cara yang tak betul untuk main game. Right? So this is a hacker. Okay? But you all need to understand there's good hacker and bad hacker. So next time if you grow up, right, if you tell people you want to be hacker, you need to explain to them, oh, I am good hacker. I am trying to help company one. All right? Okay. So one more person I want to introduce to you all is someone called a coder. Coder. C-O-D-E-R. Coder. Okay. Have you heard of this term before? Coder. Got or not? Okay. So a coder, right, is actually somewhat, he's different from a programmer, okay? Okay. Contohnya kan, contohnya. Let's say a program kan. A program has many parts kan, many parts. So let's say a program got over 100 parts. Then of course, one person cannot code everything in a short time. So what they will do is they will look for coders. So a coder, right, will only code one part of the program. Okay, so let's say the program has 100 parts, maybe the coder will code only like part ke-3, part ke-6, part ke-7, macam tu. So he won't code the whole program, but code only a small section of the program. So that is what is called a coder. All right. So if you're interested in programming kan, let's say you study programming and all that, then keluar buat kerja, your first job is probably they'll ask you to be a coder to help create some code for a program. Okay. Most programmer kan, they start out as coders. All right. Okay. So that's the explanation for all what is a program, what is a programmer, what is a hacker, and what is a coder. All right. So next part, we are going to look into PictoBlox already. Okay. Okay. Before we go into PictoBlox, I'll share with you some things about PictoBlox first. Okay. So if for those of y'all who pernah main dengan PictoBlox ni, or y'all install PictoBlox already, if you open, if you see the program inside, it's actually based on Scratch. Okay, it's based on Scratch. So I know some of the school already start teaching Scratch already. So maybe you already know what is Scratch. So for those who don't know what is Scratch, Scratch is actually a programming language. But this programming language kan is designed specifically for people who tak pernah buat programming one. Usually dulu-dulu kan during my time, tak ada benda macam Scratch ni. We want to learn programming, we straight away learn the programming language that they use in the workplace one. Macam Python lah, macam C++ lah. Okay. So that one, right, the learning curve, that means you want to learn from 0 to 100 kan. Very susah. Very susah to learn programming last time. So they created this Scratch. This Scratch kan is very bagus for people who are just want to learn programming. All right. So why do I say it's easy? Because it's you do very little typing one. Very little typing. It's like playing apa tau? Playing jigsaw puzzle. You all know a jigsaw puzzle or not? So it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You just sambung. The blocks all is they say it's sequential. That means you can join it together one. Okay? So it's very easy. Later when we go into PictoBlox, then you will know, wow, this one really easy. Then you ask me, hey, I learned this Scratch. Am I considered a programmer or not? Yes. If you learn Scratch, you're also considered a programmer. So after this course, right, after these 4 lessons, after you already graduate, you can call yourself a programmer already. Okay? Even though you just connect the blocks only. It looks like you're playing game like that. But actually, you're programming already. Okay? So, as you can see on the screen here, it says it's user-friendly. You just drag and drop only. Drag and drop. Tak payah memorize any syntax ke, apa logic ke. Don't have to. Don't have to memorize anything at all. Okay? So, it's a very fun and easy way to learn programming. Okay, so next thing is, okay, so when you open your PictoBlox, you can see this thing. So, you tengok macam ni, maybe you look, wah, macam complicated je, ada banyak benda ni. Don't worry. When you play with it time, you will see, oh, okay, very simple. So on the left side, we have something called a block palette. So what is the block palette? Block palette is the one containing all the blocks lah, all the blocks. So we have like the motion block, we have the looks block, we have the event block. So this is all where all the blocks are located on the left side. So in the middle area, is what we call the scripting area. Is where you do your actual programming. Okay. So block 2, you will drag and drop in the middle area. Okay. Then on the right side, you see this guy or not? This Borang yang pakai cermin mata ni. Okay, so you can see here, his name is Toby. Toby is actually the mascot. He's the mascot for PictoBlox. If you all play with Scratch before, especially the one by MIT, you'll see a kucing kan, kucing. The kucing name is Scratchy. So for PictoBlox, is a bear named Toby. Okay, Toby. I think this Toby cuter than the cat lah. If you all seen the cat before, the cat quite macam kucing liar like that. So this bear is cuter than the cat lah. Okay. So Toby is what we call a sprite. Later I'll explain in further details what is a sprite. Okay. So on the right side, we have what we call the stage. The stage. So the stage is whatever thing you program in the scripting area, you appear in the stage. Okay. So here you see in the scripting area kan, they created a small program that is Toby playing the drum. So you can see all that in the stage. All right. Okay. Okay, so I explained just now already. So on the right side, you have the stage. Then Toby is a sprite. Then the left side, we have the blocks. Then the middle area, we have the scripting stage. Okay. So at the top is the menu lah. The menu is up the options and all that. Okay. So first we want to learn the stage. So this one I say right, the stage is the background for your projects. So if you program Toby to move left and right and all that, you can see here in the stage. So below the stage kan, you can see all the parts lah of your stage. You have the backdrop. The backdrop is the latar belakang. So you can change the backdrop. Then also you can add sprites to your stage. So here we have two sprites, the Toby sprite and the drum sprite. You can see here listed in the below the stage here. Okay. So what is a sprite? So a sprite is actually an object or character who you program to do certain actions. Okay, they can be moved, you can ask them to talk. Okay, you can ask that, you can just put them in one place. Okay, so this is a sprite. So usually when we talk about sprite, right, sprite is usually in 2D. You all know it's 2D or not? You all know it's 2D, 3D? Most games now you all play in 3D. So a sprite, right, is actually a 2D image of a character, of an object. Okay, it's not 3D lah. It's not 3D. 3D we don't call sprite anymore already. So for 2D, it's called a sprite. So in old games kan, you can see all these 2D games lah. Like, have you all heard of Mario? Mario pernah dengar tak game Mario? So if you heard of Mario, yeah, Mario is a sprite because the game is in 2D. Okay. Okay, next we go to the stage palette. Okay, so the stage palette, right, you can actually change the image behind your sprite. So here we got some jungle image. So if you don't like this jungle, you can change. Okay, so one thing about PictoBlox also, right, if let's say you want to use a live image, that means image from your computer camera, also can, no problem. All right, you can add that as well. Or you can also upload from the internet. Okay. Okay, so this part is the, the foundation of your program, the blocks. So the things that you're actually going to use to create your program. So just now I say, right, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. So boleh nampak tak the shape? You see the shape, right? Can fit together one. Okay, later I show you in the PictoBlox itself how we play these blocks. Okay. So to use the block, right, very senang. You click on the block, then you drag to the scripting area. Habis. That's all. Okay. So very senang. Okay. So we also have the block palette where we have all the blocks. If you all notice, right, some you see on the left side here, the circle, the bulat, different color, right? So this different color, right, is the blocks that do certain things. Like for biru, it's called the motion blocks. So anything we do with motion is blue color. So let's say you want to add sound, right? It's under the purple color, sound block. So anything you want to do with sound, use purple color block. Macam tu. So it's already color coded. So very simple. Okay. Okay, next part is the script. The script is actually your program. Okay, the blocks you sambung together, in the end, you become a script for your program. Alright? Okay, habis cerita. Now, we can actually test all this theory out in PictoBlox. Okay, everyone already installed PictoBlox already or not? Everyone already installed? Okay, if you haven't installed, Fatin, can you please share the installation link in the chat? Okay, so Fatin will share the link in the chat. So you all just click the link. Okay, you all just click the link. Maybe I'll show you all how to install. How to install. Okay, Fatin, can you bring up my sharing? Okay, so when you click the link, you'll see these two things. Okay, this left one, you can just ignore lah. It's just the arahan to install. Okay, so what you want is this one on the right one. So what do? The first thing you do is you right click, tekan download. Okay, tekan download. Okay, can everyone do that? You right click, tekan download. Boleh? Okay, everyone click the chat, click the link in the chat first. Click the link in the chat. Once you click the link in the chat, you'll see these two things. Okay? Ada error? Hold on. Sure, not got error. I can click. Everyone got the same error. Fatin, can you just give the link straight? The link. This one got no web version. Sorry. For PictoBlox, there's no web version. Actually, if you're on mobile, you can also use the Play Store version. Okay, try to click the link again. Okay, everyone try to click the link again. If you already installed, then very good. You can open your PictoBlox first. You can launch your PictoBlox first. We are actually, because PictoBlox doesn't have a web version, you're probably using a Scratch. So PictoBlox, there's some additional function that normal Scratch tak ada. So it's better if you use the PictoBlox lah. Okay. Okay. So once you open the link, right, boleh nampak tak dua benda ni? So yang kat kiri ni boleh ignore. So you download the right one. Okay. You right click yang kat kanan, tekan download. Alright. So you tunggu dia download. After dah habis download, you just double click the installer. Then habis cerita. Okay. The app is not really not that good for programming lah, cause the screen is small, right? It's better to use the computer version. PictoBlox is slower than Scratch. Means what? What is slower? Because later I'll explain to you all why is PictoBlox better than Scratch. Okay, it's not a virus. If your antivirus blocks it, you just allow it. It's not a virus. Of course, yeah, you need to install the PictoBlox. That's why you need more space lah. Okay, downloading. Okay. I'll give you all 1 or 2 minutes to finish downloading first and to install. Okay. Don't worry, it's not a virus. It's not a virus. Okay, while you're all waiting for the thing to install, I'll show you all first what does Scratch look like. Okay. What does Scratch look like? What does PictoBlox look like? Okay, so this is PictoBlox, as you can see. For me, it's not laggy lah. Maybe I tak tahu for. Okay, to download, just now Fatin share a link in the chat. You all go into the link, then you right click the installer, tekan download. Huh? Take 1 hour to download Alamak. Okay. It's okay. If for those of y'all who cannot download or install right now, don't worry. I will go through first everything. Then lepas y'all already finish your download or install, just tengok balik this recording, okay? You can watch back the video to follow along. Alright? Can? Boleh? Can I get okay? So y'all just watch the YouTube channel or Facebook first. If your download lambat ke or your installation lambat ke, so y'all just follow along the lesson dulu, okay? Then y'all can, once y'all finish downloading already, then y'all can open this video again later to buat sama-sama. Alright? Okay. So let me start, yeah? Okay, so just now as we say, on the left side is all your blocks. Okay, all your blocks. See, you nampak all the color? So for blue is for motion. Is to make Toby move. Okay. So looks is for how the sprite look like. Okay. So adalah. We will go through each block. Okay. We will learn what does each of these do. Okay. We will learn. Okay. So this middle area is the scripting area. Is where you put all your blocks. Okay. You just drag and drop. Macam ni. Okay. So I said it looks like jigsaw puzzle kan. You see or not the top and the bottom there? You see? Can connect to each other. Then you probably ask me, hey, not all the blocks can connect to each other, meh? Then what kind of puzzle is this? Okay. Then I show you some blocks, special blocks. You see this block? You see this block? If I want to connect this block to the top, cannot. Okay, you cannot actually connect it to the top. You see, tak boleh connect. Why? Because you only can connect from the bottom. Because here is what we call a topi, a hat. So, of course, when you pakai a hat, you cannot wear anything else on top of the hat, right? So, you can only connect from the bottom. Okay? So, there's another block, right? There's another block. Is this shape one, this shape. So, if you see this shape kan, sama tak with this? Tak sama kan? So, of course, tak boleh masuk. You see? Tak boleh. You have to go in through here. You cannot go like that. Okay? So, you need to put it here. Then you see inside this shape is macam dia panggil apa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides is called what? Is it called a hexagon? Hexagon. So hexagon kan, you see this circle shape? Circle shape, tak boleh masuk. Tak boleh masuk. Because different shape. So you need to find a same shape one. Macam ni. Then only can masuk. So with this, right, you can know already how to actually do your program. Some things can masuk, some things cannot masuk. Cannot masuk means that the thing cannot do lah. So you need to follow. Okay. So these are blocks. Okay, these are blocks. Okay, so on the right side, you can see just now I say Toby, the mascot, he is the sprite. Okay, he's a sprite. So at the bottom here, right, you can see the name of the sprite. So the name of the sprite here is Toby. So then what is this X and Y? Anybody know or not? X and Y. Have you all seen this X and Y before? Okay, so X and Y, right, is actually determine the location of your sprite. Okay, you all see the number here. Once I move Toby to the top, you can see the number change, right? So X coordinate will control the left and right. Okay, left and right. The Y is control up and down. Okay, so if you want to, you don't want, if you need the sprite to be in a specific location, kan? Let's say you want him the X to be 200, then you can just change here 200. Then he'll go to 200. Macam tu, he'll terbang there. So if Y, you want, let's say you want it to be at 50, then he'll go to Y50. All right. So here you can also hide your sprite. So let's say you don't want to show your sprite, you can actually hide it. Okay, you can hide it. Next, we have the size. The size lah. So you nak tukar besar ke kecil, can. Small, big. Oh, big. So maximum is, let me see here. Maximum size is 481 pixel. Okay, 481 pixel. Okay, so here this one is the size. You also can change the direction. The direction, like where is Toby facing? Now he's facing to the right, right? You can actually change. Okay. Not only change the direction, you can change however lah. Okay. 360. But if you want to change only left and right, also can. Okay, you can change left and right. Okay. So this is what you can do with the sprite. So let's say you want more than one sprite. You see Toby or he's orang je, sure, very lonely, right? You also can add sprites to your script. How do you add sprite? Okay, at the bottom, you see here, choose a sprite. So you can actually download and use your own sprite, or you can use the sprites that is available inside PictoBlox. Okay, you just need to click, then you can keluar all these different sprites. Okay, all these different sprites. Then you just click to add. So now you have another sprite ID, monster. Monster. Okay. So you can add as many sprites as you want. You can add je. Okay. You can add as many sprites as you want. Then you appear bottom here. Okay. So let's say you don't want the sprite anymore. You can just click the tong sampah. Here, if you click the sprite, you can just click the tong sampah. Then you'll remove the sprite. All right. Okay. Just now we talked about the stage, right? We want to change the background. How do we change the background? Okay. Also very simple. Here at the bottom here, beside the choose a sprite, there's a choose a backdrop. So once again, you just click. Ni ada banyak-banyak ni. Okay. So you can click whichever you want. Let's say I click city. So you see here, the backdrop already changed. Okay. So of course, you can add many different type of backdrops, but it will only appear one at a time. Okay. You have to switch the backdrop. Later in the script, we will learn how to switch the backdrop. Okay. So you can change how many, you can add as many backdrop as you want, but then you need to switch. Okay. Okay. So far, everything clear tak? Everybody faham? Any soalan tak? Everyone clear? Okay. If the let's say when you program finish already, right? If you think the stage area is too small to demo your program, at the top right hand here, you can see this enlarged icon. So you'll go into a bigger screen. Okay, you go into a bigger screen when you want to demo your program. All right. Okay, everyone clear? Any more question? Is there any more question? Okay, someone asked, how do you delete a backdrop? It's the same. Okay. Okay. For backdrop, right? You need to actually go to somewhere special lah. Actually, go to somewhere special. When you click the backdrop, you see here at the top left hand corner here, you see code, backdrop, and sound. So under backdrop, just now we added 2 backdrops, right? You can delete there. Okay. You can also actually add here lah. You can actually add here. Add. So in your program, you have all these backdrops already. So let's say if you don't want, you just click the tong sampah. Tong sampah, tong sampah, tong sampah. Okay. So this one is actually in the backdrop tab at the top here. Backdrop tab. Can we make our own sprite? Of course you can. Yes, you can. Let's say, okay, wait, I download a sprite first. I download a sprite first. Okay, I download a sprite. Okay, so let's say you want to add your own sprite, right? You see at the top here, that's called an upload sprite. So when we click the upload sprite, you can pick whichever sprite you want. So here, let's say I created SpongeBob. Okay, so I upload my own sprite into PictoBlox. Then I can use AD in the program, my own sprite. All right. Okay, everyone okay? Okay, Okay. Next, okay, if you all noticed just now, right, when I was talking about backdrops, you all noticed all these things. So for a sprite, right, there's actually a different tab. Okay, so when you click backdrop, you'll change to backdrop. But when you click a sprite, you'll change to costume. Costume. So here we have a costume of Toby. We got a few. Okay, so what is this costume used for? Is to actually change the sprite. So in this sprite, this sprite, right, you can actually see Toby walking. All right. So that is costume. Of course, you can add more if you want here, or you can even edit your sprite. Let's say you want to change the Toby's baju to different color. Let's say you want to change to this color. So you can actually change his baju lah, or his face, or his goggles. You can change. So then your Toby will have a different color already. Okay. Okay, next one at the top, we have something called sounds. So just now in the block palette, we got see a sound block. Okay. So here you control all your sound. So if you want to add your own sound, you click at the bottom here, choose a sound. So got a lot of sound. A lot of sound. So if you're in the PictoBlox now, if you hover over the play button, you can hear the sound. Okay. So you can add your sound here. Then before you want to put it, you can play the sound to see. All right, you can make it louder, softer, fade in, fade out. Got these some functions for you to edit your sound. Okay. Okay, so that's everything that you can find in PictoBlox. All right, all the available tools for you to use. Okay. 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 So now that we know all these things already, we know as block, we know as scripting area, we know as stage, we know as backdrop, we know as sound, we know as costume. let's create our first program. All right. Okay. Some of you all ask, is it same as Scratch? It is same as Scratch. It's based on Scratch. Okay, maybe I show you all what is so special about PictoBlox. I show you all. Actually, this one you'll be learning next week, starting next week. Special one. At the bottom left here, right, you see this purple button. If you click it, you'll see all this extra stuff. Okay. So normal Scratch, right, won't have all this canggih stuff. Okay. So some of this stuff, right, is to do AI one, like this facial recognition. All right. Okay. So when you add the extension, right, you see here on the left, I got this special one. See all this? So a normal Scratch won't have all this one. Only PictoBlox got. Okay. So this one is we use to do AI. All right. Okay, we will learn this next week. Okay, next week. So today we're just going through the basics of PictoBlox first. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's create our first script. Yeah. Okay. First thing first. Maybe I don't want to use Toby as the sprite. Toby, because I see Toby so many times. I use Toby all the time. I also feel bored. So I don't want Toby. I use another sprite. Okay. So which sprite I want to use? Let's say I take this one. Bear walking. Okay. I want to use the bear walking sprite. So if you have your PictoBlox open, you can follow along. Okay. So first thing first, we delete Toby. Then we add this bear walking sprite. Okay. So what do we want this bear to do? We want to make it walk from left to right. Walk left to right. Okay. We want to make it from walk left to right. So what do we do? So to walk is to move. To move, we have to go to motions. All right. So motion, we use this one. Move 10 step. Okay. So let's say if you want to test a block, you don't know what the block does, right? If you just click the block, now you can see or not the bear move. So you can click the block to see what does the block do. Okay, so this is move. If let's say we use this one, we click it, see what happens. It turns the bear by 15 degrees every time you click it. Okay, or you want to change this one. You want to see what this do. So this one is glide. See the difference between move or not? The move is just move in one direction. Glide, he like slide. He will slide to the direction. Okay. So if you don't know what the block does, right, you can see first what does the block do by clicking on it. Click first. Click. Then you see what does the block does. Okay. So you don't have to worry. You can, click anything. Don't have to worry one. Your program won't won't crash or anything because you click wrong or what. It's okay one, no problem. All right. Okay, so just now we say we want to make the bear walk. All right. So this one you don't need. So we're going to move the bear. Okay. So how do we actually start the program? Okay, how do we start the program? So we go to the events block. Events, you see this head block just now I say, right? Okay. So for every script you create, every program you create, you will need this kind of block. Without this block, you can't start your program. So for example, this one says when the flag is clicked. So when you put it on top here, when the flag is clicked, then your sprite will move 10 steps. So where is this flag? Okay, the flag is at the top here. You see at the top here? So if you click it, then the bear will move. Your sprite will move. Okay, every time you click the flag, you'll move. Okay? Okay, so that is the head block and the move block. But now I want to make the bear move right from left to right on its own. Now you only move 10 steps only, right? Cannot walk finish. So what do we do? Okay, so actually under the control here, you can see this funny shape block. Okay, you can see this funny shape block. So these are what we call functions. Okay, so if you use this one, it says forever, right? So what do you think happens if I put this move 10 steps inside here? What do you think happened? What do you think if I put this move 10 steps inside this forever block? You'll move 10 steps forever, right? Okay, so let's check it out. When we press the flag. Oh, you see, it moves until the edge. But you can only move until the edge forever. But it doesn't know how to turn around because your program never tell it to turn around. Your program just tell it to move 10 steps. So he'll move 10 steps until the edge. Okay? So how do we make the bear turn around? How do we make the bear turn around? Okay, so in your under where is it? Under your motion, there is a block called here, this one. If on edge, bounce. That means when you reach an edge, you will bounce back. Okay, so let's test it out and see how does it look like. So we put it under the move 10 steps. Now we play the script. Okay, so the bear actually move left and right, but got another problem. After they reach the right, suddenly terbalik pula. Apa ni? Mabuk, is it? After he reach the right, it terbalik. So how do we fix this problem? How do we fix this problem? So very simple. We can fix this problem by telling the sprite, okay, you move left to right only. Okay, here got other option lah, but you move, we set it to move left to right. Okay, so when we put here, when you press play, now it moves left and right normally. Okay. Okay, so far okay? Everyone clear? Everyone managed to follow or not? Everyone managed to follow? Boleh? Can? Got any questions so far? Or this part still super senang? Super senang, right, for you all? I know nowadays kids all very smart. They follow very fast. Okay, so now, right, let's play around with some other blocks, okay? Some other blocks. Okay, just now we make the bear move left to right. But it doesn't look very nice. It just looks like it's sliding on the floor. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to actually have the motion, the animation of the bear walking. So how do we do that? How do we do that? If you click costumes, right? Costumes, you can see all these different sprite. So actually, right, if you click cepat-cepat kan, it looks like the bear is moving. Okay, you click cepat-cepat, the bear is moving. So how do we do that? How do we click the other sprites to simulate the bear walking? Okay, so in the looks blocks, we have something called a costume. You can either switch the costume, or you can actually put automatic next costume. All right. Okay, so if you want to make it as if the bear is walking, we want to use the next costume block. Okay, we use the next costume block. This costume, okay, when we click it, you can see it move, it change. Okay, so this block only changes to one specific costume. Okay, so you can see here, only change to one specific one. All right, this one, you can see it walking, right? Every time the block is running, it will change. Okay. So now let's say if we put it here, what happened? Now his leg is actually moving. His leg is actually moving. But macam tak natural lah the walking. He walking like he want to go toilet like that. Want to go kencing or berak. Walk too fast. The leg move, walk too fast. So what do we do? So if we want it to look more natural, we need to actually have some delay between each costume. Have a small delay. So to add the small delay, we will go to the control. In control, there's a weight block. Weight block. So what does the weight block do? So the weight block is actually a macam pause lah, pause. It will pause the script for however long you want it to pause. So if you put 1 second, you'll pause the script for 1 second. So let's edit here. Let's edit here and see what happens. Ayo, now he walked too slow pula in slow motion. So how to fix that? Easy. We just change this one to, let's say we change to 0.1. Okay, we tried 0.1. Now it looks better already. Walk in normal speed. Okay, walking in normal speed. All right. Okay, so now this is our first program on how we created a script that makes the sprite move from left to right forever, infinite. Okay. Okay, everyone clear? Can? Oh, okay. Someone asked why it float. Because the direction is not set accurately. So if you want the direction, if you don't want it to float, you set it to 90 degrees. Okay. So if 90 degrees, you'll just walk left and right. You won't walk up, down already. Okay. Okay. Let's create another script. Another script. This one is one script already. So let's say we want to create another script. Now we want it. We want to interact with the bear. Okay. We want to have some interaction. Let's make the bear talk to us. Okay. Let's make the bear talk to us. All right. So, but before that, we want to add a backdrop because this backdrop is plain, very boring kan. So let's add a backdrop. Okay, now we want to see. Usually bear stay where? You all know where does the bear stay or not? Where is the habitat of the bear? Where is the habitat? Where does the bear usually stay? Anybody know or not? I bukan orang yang pandai dengan animals so I don't know where does the bear stay. Bear stay. Yeah, correct. The bear stay in the dalam laut. Yeah, betul. Smart, y'all. So the bear stay under the sea. Okay. So we first add the backdrop for the under the sea. All right. Okay. So then next we want to talk to the bear, right? So let's make the bear ask us a question. Okay. So let's say we want the bear to ask your name. Okay. Ask your name. So if you click here, you can see something come out. The bear will ask your name. Then there's a box here. So the box here is actually to type your answer. So the bear asks, what's your name? So you answer the bear lah. So my name is Tim. So I answer Tim. But of course, after that, nothing happened because we only have this block. All right. So, okay, we have this block now. Let's say we want the bear to, after we say our name, right? We want the bear to reply. Okay, we want the bear to reply. So the reply, right? Just now I typed Tim, right? It's actually stored here. Answer. So if you click here, right, you can see here at the top here, it says team, because just now I answered team. So let's say I change to something else, right? Let's say I change to limb. So you can see the answer here, change to limb, right? So what then do we do with this block? Okay, so next block I want to teach you all is called the variable block. Okay, the variable block. So you take this one, set my variable. Okay, so because this answer, sometimes if you have a lot of blocks, right, you might be keliru, you might be confused. Where is your answer actually stored? Okay, so what we can do is we can actually change. We can set, okay, so one we say is we change to my name. Okay, change to my name. So now you see here got one my name here. So every time we click my name, it will become what we answered just now. Okay, so let's try again. Tim, my name is Tim. So you can see here, my name also become Tim already, because my name is actually answer, because you already set my name to answer. All right. So then what can we do with this my name here? So every time you want the bear to use our name, we can use this block. Okay, we can use this block. All right. Okay. So next part I want to teach you all is the operator, the operators. So you can see all these box, right? All these blocks, right? Okay. So we want let's say like we simply test one this block. Okay. So we can put it here. Let's say we give the condition, right? The condition, if my name contains Tim, if my name contains Tim, then I want the bear to say something. Let's say we ask the bear to say, we ask the bear to say hi to Tim. Okay, hello to Tim. But then there's a problem now. Here you see this box, right? If I put in my variable, if I put in like that, then you only say Tim. Okay, so if like that, right? If we play it, so I say Tim. So then the bear will say Tim, but I want the bear to say hello Tim. So how do we do that? Okay, so to do that, we go back to operator. Okay, we go back to operator. Then we find the join. So what does the join block do? Simple. You see, when I click the join block, it just join two words together. So here is apple banana. You join apple banana together. So what we want now is we want to say hello Tim. So hello. This one we will use the variable my name. Okay. So now if you click it, you see hello Tim. So you need to add a space. Okay, add a space. So when you click it, it becomes hello Tim. Okay, barulah betul. Okay. Okay, so that's the first part. Okay. So this one tak payah di. We want this one now. Okay. Okay. Next part, what we want the program to do. Let me think. Okay, so we want to use this block, right? We want to test this block. So we find a block that fits this one. So we go to events. We go to control, sorry. Okay. So control, you can see, right? This hexagon shape. Which block got hexagon shape? So these blocks got hexagon shape. So let's say we test this one lah. Okay, we use this one. Okay. Okay. So let's say if my name has the word team inside, then we want it to say some things. So for the bear to say some message, we go back to the looks one. let's say we will say let's say we do, okay, we say, okay, we repeat our name first. Repeat our name. Then we say is cool. Okay, this one, maybe this one you put inside, alamak. This one you put inside here looks nicer. Okay. So when we click it, okay, what is your name? Let's say I don't want team lah. Let's say my name is Spider-Man. Oh, sorry. So you see, when I say Spider-Man, right, because I put one condition here. If my name got team, then you will do all these things. But if my name got no team, then the script won't run. Okay? So this is called the if then else block. So if this thing happen, if this green color part happen, then only this purple color part happen. Okay? So if we if we click here, if let's say I go team, now you say hello team. Team is cool. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So this is the if then else block. All right. So far, okay? Everyone can understand? Boleh faham so far? Okay? All okay? Okay, Okay. So, after all this, because this is a bear, right? We want the bear to make some sound. So we add some sound. So we use this block, play sound. But this sound is a pop sound. We don't want pop sound. We want it another sound. So we go to sound. We need to add another sound. Okay. So bear usually make what kind of sound? I also seldom hear bear. Yeah, correct. A bear makes a moo sound. Yes, very good. Okay. So now you can say, you can ask the bear to moo. After he say team is cool, and use moo. Okay. So if we just pinjam this block here, this head block, so every time we click the head, your script will run. So first you ask, what's your name? So my name is Tim. We say, hello, Tim. Tim is cool. Then, moo. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. Anybody got question? Someone say they got question, is it? Does anybody have a question? Okay, no question. I continue. Okay. So now we created a script, right? That only respond to Tim. What if the person is not Tim? Then how? Takkan we want to ignore the person. We cannot ignore the person, right? We need to include everyone. So we can actually do that using the if then else. Okay, if then else block. Okay, you see this block now. This block got only one hole, but this block got two holes. Okay, so let's transfer everything to this block. So this purple one we change here. This one we put aside. Okay. Okay. So now we can set if that person is not team, what do we do? Okay. If that person is not team, what do we do? So let's say we say something lah. Of course, we want to say something. We will say hello, hello, whatever your name is. Okay, so we need to add the operator to join the hello again. Okay, so we go to operator. we use the join. Hello. And we put my name. Then we say something like, hey, you are not team, but you're cool too. Okay? So now when we run the script, if it's team, then he will say this one, hello. Then at the end, you'll move. Okay, so for if your name is not team, let's add another sound, okay? We don't use moo. We don't use moo, we use other sound, okay? Maybe this bear is quite musical, so we give him a music sound. Let's say we add dance lah, dance sound. Okay, so you go to the sound, you go to the play. Okay, now let's test our program. Okay, let's test. So what is your name? Let's say my name is not Tim anymore. My name is Spider-Man. Okay. So even though my name is not Tim, but I'm still cool. Okay. So this when you do a program, right, you need to make sure you cover all the available option. All right. Every available option you need to cover. So we use the if then else block. Okay. We use the if then else block in the control block palette. Okay. Okay. Everyone clear or not? I see you all macam don't know what you all talking about already. I doing this program susah-susah. I don't know what you all talking about. Okay, everyone chill. We are here to learn together. It doesn't matter if I put team, friend, few, won't it work? Put where? Where do you put this? Oh, you mean in the when you run the program when the bear is asking the question here? Like this? If I already put team is cool. Okay. If you put okay. Let me explain again. This block. Okay, this block. Let me again. If let's say your reply to the bear, right? The bear asks this question, right? If your reply has the word team in it, then you'll run the first part. You can see, if I type blah, 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 by the end, I put team. In the end, I put team. So which part of the script will the program run? The first part or the second part? What do you all think? What do you all think? So let's see. Let's see it runs the first part because my answer has the word team in it. That's why it runs the first part. So this block, right, only checks if the word got team, not only team. Okay, if they got the letters TIM inside your answer, you'll play the first part. If not, you'll play the second part. All right. Is that clear? Just now, who asked the question? Chi Wei. Is that clear, Chi Wei? Oh, if you use the equal operator, then you will check exactly for that. That's the difference. Okay, maybe we try. Good question, Chi Wei. So we use the equals operator. This one. Okay, so we swap. Okay, so let's say we use team. Go back team here. So now, if we run again, let's say I put ABC team. So now, which part of the script will we run? The first part or the second part? Okay, let's test it out and see. I put ABC team. It runs the second part. Okay, it runs the second part because it checks exactly for the word team. If not exactly team, then you go to the second part. So this one, the difference is it checks whether got team or not anywhere in your answer. Anywhere. It can be anywhere. As long as got the word team in your answer, then you run the first part. Okay. So this is the difference between these two operators. Okay. This one, the equals one is must check exactly for it. Okay. Okay. So before we go, right, I want to show you all another block that we haven't touched yet. So which block, yeah? Which block I want to show you all? Okay. This one. Not this one. It's my blocks. If you press my blocks, right, you can see an empty space. So what do we do with this my block? If you click make a block, you can actually create your own block. Okay. So let's say we create our own block. I want to name this block There Goes Brr. Okay. So now then you have this block. So what does this block do actually? Okay. So this block, right, it actually you can actually save all this script. Let's say this one, right, our first block here is make it walk, right? So we can actually save this block here. Then every time we want to make the bear block, the bear walk, we can just click here. You see now here got one block here already. Got one extra block here already. So you can add this to anywhere in the program. Anywhere in the program, then you will do this. Instead of adding this whole thing inside here, right? Your script will be super long, then doesn't look that nice. You can add just this one block to it. Okay, so for example, let's say we put it in here Here we put it here. Okay, so we play again. So my name is Tim. So you run the first part. Hello, team. Team is cool. Then move. Then you start walking. It's doing, because of this script, is doing whatever we have set here. So you walk forever lah. So this my blocks, right? This one, it helps you to actually save a lot of space lah. Okay. So let's say this one is your main script. This one is your side script. So when you run your main script, it doesn't look so messy. Instead of adding this whole thing inside here, right, you can just add one block. It does the same thing as this whole thing. Okay. This one is like a shortcut block. Okay. Can? Understand? Boleh? Boleh, ah? All clear? All clear or not? All clear? All ready to do the quiz already or not? Oh, this quiz this time, like maybe the hardest in the world already. If you're not paying attention for today's lesson, then you confirm cannot understand already. You cannot do the quiz. So I hope you all pay attention during the lesson just now. If you didn't pay attention, you can still rewatch this video before you do the quiz. Okay? If you think, oh my god, just now I go toilet, I miss like 10 minutes. Don't worry, you just rewatch the video. Okay? Rewatch the video, then before you do the quiz lah. Okay? Bro Jake asked, can I make my own blog? Yeah. But the blog is like that one lah. When you click my blogs, right? you when you put this, then you can create your own blog. Like you can name it pro projects blog. Then you have your own blog already. Then you can what lah? You can define what does your blog do. Okay, you can define what does your blog do. The quiz got no time limit. Okay, the quiz got no time limit. Okay, so before we release the quiz, one more time I want to ask: any questions or not? Anything you're not clear, or everything clear? Clear, huh? Okay. If everything clear after the end of this video of this lesson, we will send out the link in the description and in the comment. Okay, so you all just follow the link to do the quiz, and don't forget to fill in the feedback form as well. Help to fill up the feedback form. Okay, so today we covered PictoBlox. All, of course, there are some blocks I didn't cover, right? There are some blocks I didn't cover. So for the blocks I didn't cover, y'all can go play with it, okay? Don't worry, y'all can do anything. These PictoBlox, right, won't crash your computer, won't spoil your computer one. Nothing happen. Okay? Okay. Someone asked how to save the program. Owen. Okay. So first thing first, you see here the name, my project. You change your name, let's say you change to my first program. Okay. After you type your name, then you press this one, save. Okay. Then we save without face details. Okay. Save. Then you save wherever lah. Save to your computer. Then you say project save. Then every time you want to open it, if you want to open back your program, you go to file, you go to open from computer, then you click my first program. Just now I save one. Then you open back your program. To share your work, you have to share your just now the file you save. Okay, the file you save just now, you have to share that one. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I have for today for PictoBlox. So after this, you all remember to do the quiz and the survey. Then next week is actually the most fun part. Okay, the most fun part. We will actually learn how to do AI. Okay, we will learn to do AI. Today we learn all the basic PictoBlox first. Okay, we just learn the PictoBlox first. Because before we run, we need to learn how to crawl. Okay. So I want to tell you all, right, if you have any friends or brother or sister that you think might be interested in this program, you can ask them to join also. Just send them this same link. Okay. You can just ask them to join our program. No worries. You can share this program to your friends. Okay. So that's all for me today. Thank you everyone for following us so far. I hope you all learned something new today. Okay, Fatin, I think you can release the quiz and the survey. They're all already too excited, want to do the quiz. Okay, Fatin already shared the link to the quiz in the chat. So you can just click the link to do the quiz and remember to do the survey form as well. All right. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all have a great weekend ahead and see you all next week. Next week, we do AI. You all become AI programmer after this. Okay. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye, everyone.